What's going on, guys? It's Justin here, and 2020 forced a lot of new vehicle releases to get delayed, several major auto shows to get canceled, and plenty of race series to run shortened schedules. So a lot of experts predicted that as things normalized in 2021, this past year would be chock full of big automotive news. And now, as we go over the events of the past year, we can say that 2021 did not disappoint. So let's take a look back at some of the top automotive news stories of the year, counting down chronologically. Number 10, January 2021, Stellantis is officially here. This news was literally years in the making. Once Fiat Chrysler announced its plans to merge with Peugeot and Citroën back in 2019, the industry felt like there was a rebrand coming, and it finally arrived in early 2021, as shareholders formally approved the merger and the STLA symbol appeared on the New York Stock Exchange ticker for the very first time. The move created the world's fourth largest automaker, and it christened a new company called Stellantis in the process. It also gave the Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep brands yet another parent company to put in its letterhead. Number 9, January 2021, GM plans to go all electric. Plenty of companies announced its plans to ditch the internal combustion engine this year in favor of electrification, including some big names like Jaguar, Audi, and Fiat. But when GM told the world its plan to eliminate tailpipe emissions by 2035, it was the shot heard around the automotive world. General Motors is a big company with a huge global footprint, and it makes plenty of vehicles that are known and loved for the rumble of a V8. From the rough and tough Silverado to the tire shredding Corvette. Along with this announcement, GM told us about its modular Utilium battery platform and teased us with some electric vehicle concepts coming down the R&D pipeline as well. So we're watching this company closely to see what it's got up its sleeves for its all-impending electric future. Number 8, April 2021, NHRA introduces an all-electric racing class. There are plenty of opinions on this one, but at the very least, it reinforces the point that electric vehicles are here to stay, and they're going to have a big seat at the performance table too. The NHRA announced an all-new, all-electric racing series born out of the popularity surrounding some factory-backed electric dragsters, namely the Chevy EcoBoost Camaro and the Ford Cobra Jet 1400. It's absolutely worth mentioning that Bob Tasker III drove an all-electric Cobra Jet to a record-breaking 8.12-second quarter-mile run at an astounding 172 miles an hour. While details are still emerging, the NHRA says that the racing will begin in 2022. We can't wait to see and hear all the action at the track. Number 7, May 2021, Ford unveils the all-electric F-150 Lightning. It's one thing to build an electric vehicle, it's quite another to modify your company's bread and butter product to run on electricity. So when we heard Ford took the internal combustion engine out of its best-selling F-150 pickup truck, our ears perked up. And while it's available with 550 plus horsepower and a 300-mile range option, which is mighty impressive, the stat that really blew us away was the base model start at less than 40 grand. And as we record this video, Ford just announced that they've stopped taking pre-order reservations. So it looks like the all-electric F-150 will be pretty darn popular right out of the gate. We expect to see these on the road in the late spring. Number 6, July 2021, Dodge teases new electric all-wheel drive muscle car. Remember Dodge, the folks that would like to stuff a Hellcat engine into everything short of the break room soda machine? Well, it appears they're getting into the electric action too. And this move isn't surprising because its sister company under the Stellantis umbrella, Fiat, has made a commitment to EVs starting in 2030. But what's surprising were the last few seconds of a Dodge promotional video in which it shows a silhouette of an electric car with the unmistakably rectangular grille shape of a second-gen Charger and a throwback Fratz Dog emblem roasting all 4 tires. So Dodge, if you're listening, please show us more. Number 5, August 2021, Nissan showcases the new 2023 Z Sports car. It's fair to say that the outgoing Nissan 370Z is a bit long in the tooth. So after parading around a new prototype Z model for a while, Nissan finally introduced the world to the next generation Z sports car late this past summer. And it seems like the wait was worth it. For starters, this thing just looks cool, with gobs of throwback styling to the original Z cars of the 1970s, and arguably the best looking taillights we've seen in decades. Nissan also crammed in a 400 horsepower twin-turbo V6, kept it rear-wheel drive, and made sure we could still get it with a 6-speed manual transmission. Sports car fans around the world breathed a collective sigh of relief. Number 4. September 2021. The RPM Act is reintroduced into Congress. This was good news for any gearhead who likes to modify their cars. Simply put, the RPM Act is designed to address a ruling from the EPA that could potentially impact the automotive enthusiast's ability to turn their street vehicle into a dedicated race car. While it didn't see much action during the last session of Congress, after receiving ground-well support from enthusiasts like you, the RPM Act is back in the current session. It's an important issue for the gearhead community, and we encourage you to learn more. Visit our blog, onallcylinders.com, and type in RPM Act in the search bar to find all the info. Number 3. October 2021. Chevy Performance unveils the 1,000 horsepower ZZ632 crate engine. Among all the news surrounding the electric vehicles and drivetrains, Chevy Performance decided to mic drop the performance crowd with its new ZZ632 crate engine. Let's go down the specs real quick. 632 cubic inches, 1,000 horsepower, and close to 900 feet-pounds of torque, all on pump gas. Yup, you can run the 632 on regular 93 octane, and we're willing to bet those numbers will get even better on, say, race gas or E85. Perhaps the most impressive thing is that the 632 makes all this power without a turbocharger or supercharger in sight. It's pretty much the top of the Chevy Big Block performance evolution, for now at least. Number 2. October 2021. We meet the new Corvette Z06. It seemed that the second the mid-engine C8 Vet arrived a few years back, gearheads like us were clamoring for a more track-oriented Z06 version. So Chevy delivered, and they delivered big time, in the form of the most powerful naturally aspirated V8 available in a production car. The Z06's new 5.5-liter engine, dubbed the LT6, features a flat-plane crankshaft, a sky-high 8,600 RPM redline, and 670 horsepower. All told, Chevy says the Z06 will scoot from 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. Yowza. Suffice to say that we can't wait to get our hands on one. Heck, we'd even be happy if Chevy gave us an LT6 engine to play with. Pretty please? Number 1. October 2021. Good Guys goes to a rolling 25+ year age limit. If you've ever been to a Good Guys show, you know they bring in some of the best hot rods, muscle cars, and classic trucks on the planet. But as time marches on, many of the cars that would now be considered classics aren't eligible to participate, thanks to the Good Guys' previous 1987 year model cap. But that's all about to change in 2022, as now there's a rolling 25-year eligibility window. In other words, if your car is 25 years or older at the time of the event, you can bring it into the Good Guys show. That means we'll be seeing some more Fox Body Mustangs, 4th Gen Camaros, and some rare and exotic imports in the field, and we couldn't be happier. So there you have it, the top 10 automotive news stories that caught our eye this year. Granted, by capping the list at 10, there were plenty of awesome events and stories that we couldn't cover. But are there any particular ones we missed here? Any automotive or gearhead news that you felt was definitely worth mentioning in our 2021 recap? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to click and subscribe to get the latest updates from the Summit Racing YouTube channel. We've got plenty of new project builds, tech videos, and vehicle features coming in 2022, so you want to make sure you don't miss any of them. Have a great new year, and you'll be seeing more of us soon. I'm Justin with Summit Racing. Thanks for watching.